Welcome back, guys. This week we are going to be talking about Luchioli inner tubes and how they compare to running mousses. So let's go. Welcome back, guys. Today we are talking about the Luchioli 7mm inner tubes. This is a Luchioli. It's 7mm thick, made up of 2 rim locks and a valve, and is constructed of high durable rubber. Now, people ask me, what do I run in my tyres? Honest answer is, I run a Luchioli rear and I run a Michelin mousse in the front. So why do I run the Luchioli in the rear? To be totally honest with you, I used to run mousses. For a long time I was running mousses, but I've just found, depending on what terrain I was riding, I was forever changing my mousse. So if I was doing hard enduro, I was having to put a real soft mousse, usually drilled, and then if I was doing something a bit quicker, I'd have to put a bit of a harder mousse in, so like a Air and Ounds or something with a bit of speed. I'd have to change my mousse, so I was forever changing mousses all the time. Then the durability factor, they don't last long, mousses, you know. If you're riding regular, they don't last that long. So I came across the Luciolis. Now, what attracted me to the Luchioli is 7mm thick. They say it's non-punchable. So I thought, well, we'll give it a go. We'll try it. Now, I've been running this for a year and a half. And have I ever punctured one? No, I have not. So what's the benefits of running a Luchioli? For me, the benefits are, I can run really low pressures on the hard enduro. So virtually, if I'm running a Michelin medium 140 with this Luchioli, I can run anything as low as 3 psi. Now, you can, in fact, go to 0. But again, I wouldn't advise going to 0 because that is a bit, that is a bit flat. But you can go to 0. But I find 3 psi is a nice marker of where we need to be. Also, if you do pick up a puncher, you can, like I said, run it at 0 because you have the 2 rim locks that hold the tyre and the inner tube firm on the rim. I've never experienced a puncture, like I said, so I wouldn't know, but I do know people who have, and they've just carried on riding. Also, the benefits of Luchioli is the fact that it would fit in a 120 and a 140 tyre. So whereas I used to run 140 mousses, if for instance I did want to run a 120, then I wouldn't get the mousse in, so I'd have to go and buy new mousses. So again, this is a big bonus. These will fit in a 120 or a 140 tyre, no problem at all. Like I said, I've been running them for probably a year and a half, and they're absolutely great, and still running one now. The longevity of them, I would say, is way more than a mousse. Factoring in the price wise, I think these retail at something like £125. A Michelin mousse isn't far off that, a rear. So when you work it out and you look at the price and how the durability, for me, hands down, the Luchioli all day long. The Luchioli comes in weight-wise at about 7.5 pounds, opposed to a mousse that's about 4 pounds. So that it is slightly heavier. But being in the rear, you just ain't gonna know. There is gonna be no difference. And also the beauty of running the Luchioli for me, I've been out a few times where we've just been riding normal trail stuff, a little bit of woods, and then all of a sudden we decide we want to go and do some rock beds. Now, I start hitting the rock beds, I find I'm not getting quite enough traction on the rear wheel. Not a problem. All I do is I let a load of air out of the back of the tyre, chug my way up the rock bed. I carry in my pack a little pump. Soon as I'm out of the rock bed and I'm back up on the top, I just pump a little bit more air back into the Luchioli and off we go. So, being totally honest with you, this for me is a no-brainer. Would I run mousses again in the rear? No, I would not. I would say a Luchioli all day long. I know not many people know about them at the moment because it's people I speak to regular, and when I mention Luchioli, they don't know what one is. So hopefully this video will give people a little bit of an insight as to what they are, what you can do with them, how you can obviously use them in a 120 and a 140. You can run virtually zero pre-SI, and just basically have it how you want it. And like you say, the durability factor, as long as you sort of take care of it when you change your tyre, I just give it a light bit of greasing like you would with a mousse, and it's great. A way to go. So yeah, so that's the rear. 100% recommend it. Like I said, trialed and tested it. Again, giving my honest opinion, and it's a no-brainer for me. So yeah, Luchioli rear all day long. Now we come to the front. This is the Luchioli front inner tube. Again, made of high durable rubber. Comes with 2 rim locks, and this weighs in at around about £5 compared to a mousse that's about £2. Have I run this in my bike? Yes, I have. Being totally honest, and that's what these reviews are about, giving you my honest opinion. Did I like it? No, I did not. I just found it was too heavy. When I was obviously trying to lift the front, you can feel it. You can just feel it in the tire. It is heavy. So for that reason, I don't run them in the front. Some people do. Some people like them. Some people hate them. I gotta be honest with you. Honest opinion. I don't like them in the front. In the back, all day long. Like we've just talked about, the rear is great. It's amazing, actually, to be honest. But again, they are sturdy. They are high durable rubber. They would probably last way more than a mousse. But again, the front mousses don't take the back rim that obviously the backs do. Again, you can use this in a 90 or a 100. It'll go in both. And also, like I said, comprises of 2 rim locks. Just want to touch a little bit on fitting with these Luciolis. Both exactly the same. They both come with 2 rim locks and obviously a valve. Now, on your tyres, or on your rims, sorry, 99% of people, unless you've drilled your rim and put 2 rim locks in, will have 1 rim lock and a valve. Yeah, so you'll have 2 holes in your rims. If you then decide you want to switch to a Luchioli rear or a front, you then need to drill another hole. It's straightforward. It's a case of just taking the rim off, putting the Luchioli on top of the rim where the 2 line up originally and marking the third one. And I think you go through with a 7 or 7.5 drill bit, which then allows the third hole for the extra rim lock. It's a straightforward process, nothing complicated. Anyone can do it. You don't need any rim tape or anything like that. It's just a straightforward drill the hole, fit the Luchioli, and away to go. Fitting them, it is a knack to it. There's definitely a knack to it. They're not as easy as mousses because you have to get the rim locks, or you have to get the rim lock and the valve in before you can pull the tyre on. But I think what I will do next time I change my tyre, I'll do a video of actually how to change a tyre with a Luchioli, and I'll explain where the holes and are. But like today this is just purposely on what I run in my bike, and why, and just basically a little bit of an insight into a Luchioli and what it is. So yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Like I say, we've just talked about the rear, we've talked about the front, we've talked about fitting them, we've talked about they will fit in different size tyres, pressures. Again, pressures on this can vary depending on how hard or soft you want it. So it's a bit of personal preference really as to what pressures you want to ride. But that is the Luchioli. Like you say, we've just spoke about the rear. They are available at SMX Off-Road. So if anybody is interested in one, obviously they do sell these Luchiolis. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think we've covered it all. If this video was exactly how you thought it was going to be, please press the like button and subscribe.